Today we're going to be making dirt cake, which is one of my favorite childhood birthday cakes growing up. My mom and my grandma used to make this for me at the lake in Minnesota. It involves gummy worms. You can use sour or regular gummy worms. There's butter, there is cream cheese, Cool Whip, pudding, milk, all of the good stuff. And you can't forget about Oreos. So the way you start making this recipe is first by crushing a whole packet of Oreos in the blender, which I've already done for us here, and I put in a separate bowl because we're gonna need this later on, but that's the first step. And then next, I'm gonna blend 2 tablespoons of butter and then 1 whole packet of cream cheese. So now that we've mixed the cream cheese and the butter together, we're gonna take 3 cups of milk and pour it into a separate bowl. And with the milk, we are going to mix, or whisk in, I should say, 2 packets of French vanilla instant pudding. So I've taken the cream cheese and the butter mixture that we blended together, and I've placed it into the bowl with the French vanilla pudding and the 3 cups of milk. Now I'm going to mix these together with the blender, and then we'll move on to the next step. It's time for my favorite part, which is folding in 16 ounces of Cool Whip. So I'm just gonna take a spatula, and what we're gonna do is plop this Cool Whip into our bowl. This is gonna take a few minutes just to make sure that everything is mixed together. It's gonna be a really fluffy mixture, which is gonna make the dirt cake so good. The great part about this recipe is you can put this dirt cake into whatever container you want. When I was growing up, my family used to make this cake for me in a sand pail with a sand shovel, and that made it super fun. I like to place the dirt cake into a glass container so you can actually see the layers. You can even get individual clear cups and bring those to different get-togethers, which also make it super fun. So this is going to be an every other layering strategy, and I'm gonna show you what we're working with right now. You always wanna start with a layer of Oreo cookie crumbles, and then you're gonna go on to your Cool Whip mixture and just plop that into the container. I like to scoop the spoonful right into the center, and then the Cool Whip can even out to the sides. Now keep in mind, this does not need to be perfect. I'm gonna keep going on this, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like when I'm done. As you can see, my layers are not perfect. Have fun with this dirt cake. Sprinkle some sour gummy worms on top. You can also use regular gummy worms, or for an alternative, a little bit more healthy, you can add some fruit on top of the dirt cake. Now, before you bring this over to someone's get-together or before you invite people over, make sure to refrigerate this as well, just so that it can set a little bit before you dive in. But other than that, it's definitely worth the calories, and don't forget the sour gummy worms on top.